All right, good evening, everyone. Today I'm going to show you a couple of functions on the Bloomberg terminal that you may know or may not know that might help you in the future quickly navigating to some of these topics. So the first one I'd like to address is the ES1 index, or the S&P 500 Futures Mini. Let me actually go back and if you go down here, you can click GP or line chart. And here it'll bring up the S&P 500 Futures Index for Bloomberg. I always like to click the 3-day as it gives me the last close and it's a little bit more detailed. So as you can see here, they give you the value from last close. So today's last close, we're about 1% off of that. Up top, it gives you a little box that you can click, and you can even go to the 2-day chart, which is a little bit different than the chart that I had. And if you click this button, you can go back. And you can see the open interest that this future currently has, along with some other metrics like volume and last traded price. The next function that I would like to address is, get my cheat sheet, CPI year over year. Now, the CPI Urban Index is how we calculate inflation and what does inflation look like for the US. And as you can see, the last 5 years is displayed down here. And you can see that we moderately rose and then dipped in May of 2020, and then our big leap up. One thing that I would like to note is you can click annotate, and if I go to, let's just say, I'll do a year chart, and let's just say I wanted to see the percentage change from November of 2020 to August of this year. And if I put that right there, it'll tell me that from that date to August 31st, inflation has increased 359.78%. So that's pretty cool in my opinion. Just kind of giving you a lot of tools, a lot of analytics on that. Another cool thing about Bloomberg is you can just type in the company's name and it'll pull up the securities. And if I'm a financial analyst, you can click financial analysis on here and it'll give you the last 3-4 years of the key stats. So enterprise value, you can see their total debt to cash and equivalents. You can see their EPS adjusted growth and the estimates for the next 2 years. You can see, if you click ESG, their ESG score. Obviously, they've gone up a lot, almost 20%. Their environmental, all of their social scores. You can see that they have consumed more energy, but obviously this rating takes into account all of this information to create a grade in Bloomberg. Okay, so we covered some of the basics. One interesting tool that I like to see is the nCoV, which is the U.S. confirmed cases for COVID-19. You can look at their line chart here. And as you can see, they tracked since the beginning the confirmed cases of COVID-19. You can also see total recovered. For example, India. India was a hot topic when Delta came. So you can kind of see released from hospital or recovered, the amount of people. So it's good that it's going up. And then I believe one last thing that I think people would like to know. Let's see, in my opinion, you could type ILM and you can look at the current 30-year fixed home loan. And this kind of depicts the interest that people average would get. And as you can see, since February of hitting a low of 2.82, it's shot up all the way to 3.5 almost. And now it's kind of settling around 3.15. So, as you can see, Bloomberg is just filled with, it's absolutely filled with information. It's so much actually that you could get lost and forget some of the things that you're looking for. I mean, they have news. If you type in news, you could just say, I want to know what the top news section is. So you can click more here, and you can just see all of the news that has impacted everybody. And what people are kind of looking for. So I hope you found this little introductory sort of video interesting. I'm beyond honored and blessed to have my college be able to afford the ability to offer its students access to this wonderful tool. Full disclosure, I'm not partnered with Bloomberg and I'm not allowed to trade on it. This is simply information based only. But it is real time, as you can see. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope you guys learned something. All right, take care.